What a transformation from this to this. Hey guys, what is up? It's Biff, and this is Fearless Mods. Welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, I just want to take a chance here to say, reach down there. Go ahead, pause, I'll wait for you. Reach down there, subscribe, give it a like. It turns out that almost 90% of my videos are viewed by people like you, and I want you to be a Fearless Mods fan forever. So go ahead, waiting on you. And then those of you who are subscribers, come on man, come back and watch some videos now and then, huh? All right, today we are going to be changing out and showing you how to change out the headlights on your 04 to 15 Nissan Titan. We got some really good ones here now that we've got the truck painted, and if you want to see how we did that, just go back and look at the playlist. But it's time to start making this look as good as the paint, and this really detracts from it. So let's get some really nice headlights in here so that it matches the updated non-chrome theme to make this truck look modern and fresh again. This is gonna be a good time. Stay tuned. First things first, it has been a minute since we ordered these things. Because if you went back and watched the playlist, you know it took a lot longer to paint this truck than we thought it would. In fact, I think we started in January and it's May. These things right here from Vivid Racing are just what we need to give this thing the pop that it needs and a splash of new truckness. So what did we go with? Well, all the chrome on the truck, made it all silver, made our logos black, and so therefore we got some headlights here that are gonna continue that same theme. Black on the inside, not terribly smoked on the outside, a little bit of LED, and our same probably halogen type lights that we'll plug into the back. So pretty simple box, packaged well. Thank you Vivid Racing. Not a sponsor, but comes with the instructions, which look pretty simple, and 2 headlights. So let's get this thing started by taking out the old ones. So the first thing you're going to want to do after you pop the hood is you're going to need a long standard screwdriver here. I like using this guy here to get to these fasteners. And you can see, you just come in here, they're kind of like angled like that, but if you twist them just a little, the square pops through because we got to get this grill off. So we'll go through here and hit all these. So before I undo the very last one, because I don't want this to sag down, I'm going to get underneath here carefully. Got one right in here. If you give that a twist, that one pops. You can see in there. We'll give that guy a little twist. Just a little twist. And there we go, 3 on the bottom. So that's loose. Because I didn't have these on here before I put the headlights on, I do want to show you how to get these extra 2 tabs on each side out. So you can do this. Mine just were already out because of the body work. And this is going to be easier after you've already done the bottom ones. And you got the top ones ready to start pulling away. And that one actually just kind of pulled out because I clicked it in. Actually, top and bottom came right out. Let's try the left side and see if it comes out just as easily. So I haven't clicked that over yet, but that should be the last one, and it's still hanging on. So let's see if I put a little pressure on this tab here, if that does the trick. It doesn't look like it will. There we go. So what I did is I just came in on top and put a little pressure on top here to get that to pull out. Now our bottom one is still engaged. Everything is, well, no, it's out. What's hanging on? This guy right here, our last one. So you're just gonna have to be careful as you come in here with this to try to get, this tab's not doing anything the way I have it positioned. And I think that's okay. The issue that you have here is you're just trying to get over this little, get this little tab to disengage this little hump. So it doesn't take a lot to get those out. And those come off with the grill. This guy and these 2 guys, they come off with the grill, whereas the other ones all stay on here. and then we'll go in here and pull these out. Now for the headlights, just push that in. See if we might need to use a screwdriver. Give that thing a pull, and that's out. And then you've got these screws here, 1, 2, I believe 3, the third one under the fender here. I'm using a 5/16 inch socket, and we'll just zip those out. I've already got the fender liner pulled out here just so that I can show you this, but you could get into it possibly just by taking off the front portion of the liner and reaching up in here. But otherwise, you'll want to take your wheel off and remove the fender liner. But you got this guy, and he's on the other side. Same size, but you got to get to it from back here. So probably going to be a wrench or a 1/4 inch ratchet to get that one out. The other thing you can see I've already done here is I've already taken off this trim because I had to paint it. But so all the clips are out of it already. I got some plastic there that's broken that I need to put some epoxy on to strengthen that up. But I'll show you a little bit more when we get these out and put the new ones on, kind of how these clips work, and see if we can make it a little bit easier for you to get those. But I already have them off. They're repainted, so I'm just going to leave this over here. I just wanted to show you that would be on there, and it would come off with the light. You don't need to do it right here on the truck. It'll come off with the light. The only thing you need to know is when you pull the light off, you got to pull it straight forward, because this connection right here just shoots straight into this hole on the front fender. So you'll pull the light straight out, and that will disengage. So now that we've got those 3 bolts out, this thing should just pull straight forward and out, maybe a little bit to the side so you don't tweak your fender. And there's our old headlight in all of its ugly glory. So let's take this over to the bench, because we're gonna have to do some swapping out of some lights here into the new fixture. So it turns out the instruction sheet is only telling you how to remove moisture from your headlights and to properly inspect them and seal them with silicone if you have any issues. So we will take the plastic off here, take a look at it, and see what we need to do. The good thing is you can tell right here they have the same connection points all around, so we're looking really good here. I kind of want to just peel it up enough where I can check the edges but not peel it off until it's on the truck. These are made in China, but they do appear to be sealed all the way around. I see silicone down in here. That looks pretty good. Silicone along here. So it looks like they've already siliconed them. Yeah, those look sealed pretty good. Maybe a little along this edge here in the bottom that I don't see squeezing out, but maybe they do that so moisture can drain out the bottom. So you can see here it's already got the cabling to go to these guys. The seals look like they're on real good on the new one. I'm going to rotate this a half turn and pull that out and remove it from the socket. A little blowout there. Then we'll just stick that guy in, twist it. It doesn't lock as good as the other one did, but it does fit, and that clips in just fine. It does lock, just not quite as strong as the other one. Get that guy in there. So we should be good there, and then this guy and this guy, so these two here, the blinker light and the side marker already have their lights in here, so we should be good to go. I might zip tie some of this together because it's this stuff's all very loose, and probably that guy has some 3M tape on the back, so it's going to go somewhere. When you're doing these lights and swapping out the light bulbs, do not touch the light bulbs with your fingers, because you'll get your oils from your skin on there, and that will cause them to burn out. So do not touch those, just the back of the connector. Let's go fit it up first without the silver trim underneath it, just to see how it looks, make sure everything's going to work out right, and then we'll come back and put the silver trim on it. So if we do it like the other one, we kind of came in from the right here just a little bit, carefully sliding it in. bolt here, and the one down at the bottom. So we still got our 3 bolts, and then we'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and put the plastic trim on, talk about that, and then we will get this thing installed for good. So we want a little zip tie to kind of contain some of this stuff here, and then I checked this is going to go right here just fine without hitting anything. So I'm just going to zip tie some of these wires together. There we go. And just stick him down here like this. We've got some epoxy in here, trying to get all the cracks that we've got so that they don't continue to get worse or break off completely. And so the different pieces we have here, I don't want to touch this too much, but we got these white plastic pieces that we're going to pop into here. Let's see if that'll go in. That's in, and it snapped in, so we're good there. And then this one, that's going to go there like that. We'll get back to you as soon as this is dry and we're ready to clip it on and install this thing. We have allowed this thing to dry most of the way. We're going to go ahead and put it on. One thing I want to show you here is, if you look at these clips, they got this little tab on this side and a little tab on this side. And those have to push in, squeeze this way, and if I squeeze this, you might be able to see it. When you squeeze this, they retract a little bit. That's how you have to get them off. So, best thing to do when you take your headlight off is just take it off in one unit, and then we'll see how hard it will be once we get this thing on. And there, we've got them snapped in, they clipped, and then this one will just go into the little peg there once we install it. You can see how hard it would be to get in there and get those clips because they are shielded. You're gonna have to get in from beside here, some kind of an angle pick like this, to be able to get in there through this little slot and push that tab down to get those out if you want to try to do it without breaking. The other thing you can do is kind of just push right here because that's the same thing that that tab is pushing in. Keep in mind these are extremely brittle because these trucks are old, so you might have to do a little bit of epoxy repair even on some of this stuff like I did here. Okay, and the last thing we're going to do here before we install these things is I am going to go ahead, because they made such a big deal about the condensation on these. I just have a feeling that it's a problem that either the manufacturer or Vivid has determined is a recurring problem. And so to prevent that, I'm going to go ahead and take some clear silicone and make sure that the edges of this lens cover are all completely sealed so that we don't have any issues in the future that we have to go back in and dry these things out according to these instructions. We're not looking for pretty, we're looking for good sealing. Anywhere where we have these overhangs and I can't see the edge of the lens, I'm just going to go around the entire overhang to make sure it's sealed up. These headlights have really good seal here, this rubber gasket for the top edge of the where the hood closes against it, and I'm trying not to get silicone all over that. And like I said, it is not pretty, but it is now sealed all the way around, and hopefully their little warning won't come and bite us in the butt. Let's go ahead and install this thing and see how it looks. So come in from the right, like we said. And while you're doing that, this is where you gotta come in here and get this guy lined up to pop in. Push straight back in. And now we can continue putting in our 3 bolts here. Now we can get in behind there and tighten this guy up. We'll go ahead and push her back in. And now we are ready to reinstall our front fascia. All right, because I painted my bumper, I'm going to protect it with a towel. I'm going to take these back out. And install them on the grill. So I just want to point out that the clips that have this extra little tab on them, not just the two side pieces, but this top one, they go in the 4 locations for the headlights. And those are these here. You got 2 on each side. And I just point that clip outward because there's a locating tab here that it would interfere with. So I point them outwards, but these are where the 2 headlight clips go. Everywhere else on the car is where these regular tabs go that don't have that side clip, and they just clip into the front of the truck. So these go into all the other locations, such as this. Like that. Now you're ready to just pop that straight back into the truck after you've put your headlights in. Okay, so there we go. We got them all in there standing vertical, and that is what makes them clip in and makes that front diagonal on them. And how they're clipped in on the back. So let's go put this on. All right, so off camera, I put in the other headlight. We got everything plugged in. All we gotta do is snap these into the little receptacles. Sure goes on easier than it comes off. All our tools, all our screws are out. And there you have it. Boy, that looks good. Nice little marker lights and some orange glow. Oh, that looks good. Low beams are working. Let's try some high beams. High beams are working. Damn, that looks good. Let's try blinker. And there you go. There you go. All right, guys, and that is how you do it. That was a simple job. Probably took me not even an hour to finish. And what a transformation. Now that makes the front of this truck look complete with our black grille and accents and our chrome delete. I couldn't be happier with this. We'll see how these lights perform at night and see if they're as good as they're made up to be. But I think getting these from Vivid Racing, even though it took a while to get them, I will say that it did take a while to get them, but we've had them forever. We've just been waiting to do this. And that completes this front end to make it look absolutely fantastic. But hey guys, that's gonna be a wrap. If you wanna do this to your Titan, super simple, you can do it yourself, and it's not hard. So again, please remember to go down there and click this, especially if you're a non-subscriber. Become a subscriber, give us a like, and we'll catch you again real soon on the next one. Take care.